Okay, good morning. My name is Victor Ajibodu, and I'll be talking about impact of brand identity in an organization. Um, Sorry, can anybody hear me before I go further?
Yes, yes, we can hear you
Oh,
loud and
okay,
clear.
okay, okay. So the reason why I chose this topic is because I felt the need that it is very important for an organization to understand that the brand identity is one of the most important parts of having an organization because it actually speaks a lot about the organization because from ranging from the colors, the logos, the team, the catchphrase they use, everything really matters. Although they might look as they might look small, like they might look like they don't really matter because of what the organization is going to do afterwards, but they are actually what speaks about what the organization do, how the people outside view the organization, because people don't know what is going on inside, but like seeing what the brand identity is, seeing what they are, seeing what they represent, they will be like, okay, I think this what they do, they can be trusted, they are loyal and stuff like that. Okay. So so the content, yeah, the content of the presentation, I'll be talking about the introduction. Why did I choose the topic? What is brand? What is identity and organization? What is brand identity? Impact of brand identity in an organization. Conclusion. So why did I choose the topic? As I said earlier, I said it's one of the most important parts of an organization. If this is not put in place even before your organization go lives, there will be a lot of problem because they will now start trying to figure out, okay, because I don't see how an organization will go live without having a name, because are you doing? Like, does that make sense? Like, you didn't even do your research. Like, okay, okay, fine. We want to create a tech company. Okay, fine. We want to create an estate, but an estate business. But you don't do your research. Yeah, you don't do your research as like, do a company have already has this name? Like the company that are also doing this stuff that I'm doing, do they have this name? And if you don't do your research, you won't know that, right? And once you go live and you put the name out there, then the owner of the what's it called? The owner of the name can sue you. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, you're on, Victor.
Okay. Thank you. So introduction. Branding helps business to carve out its nickel in the marketplace and connect directly with their customers and fans. Yeah. And branding actually begins in the 1500s, but major shifts took place in the 19th and 20th centuries. Through decades of experimentation and technological advancement, brands have learned how to break through the clutter and capture the attention of the customers, yeah? Turning the different customers into brand enthusiasts. Okay, so this is trying to say that there are some companies that you don't really know about, but once they start coming out there, once they show you what they represent, the brand identity, and yeah, I want to associate with this because of you value what they do, you value what they represent. And this is to tell you that brand identity just started like yesterday. Yeah, it has been like way back, like 1500s back, like even before we were born. But it's just the advancement of technology that have really just helped us. Like in the ancient north, a Scandinavian language, the word brandre means to burn. Originally, a brand was a burning piece of wood and later described as a torch. Back then you see people putting like a trademark on the cattle they have or on the ram or whatever they have, so that when people see it, they'll be like, okay, yeah, I think this is for the house of whatever, this is for the house of whatever. Okay, so that's just to show ownership. Okay, come in. Sorry. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Victor.
Okay, sorry. So what is brand, identity, and organization? I say brand is a name, term, design, look, symbol, or other feature that identify one seller's good or service as distinct from those of other sellers. Yeah. So like now we have Bincom Dev Center. We also have Dev Center. There are a lot of organizations that do what we do out there, but the name we give ours is what makes our different. Yeah. Is what make our different. So the logo we use and the rest are what makes the organization. So what is identity? Identity is the qualities, beliefs, personality, looks, and or expression that make a group, a person or group. One can regard the awareness and the categorizing of identity as positive or as destructive. A psychological identity. Now, when they ask you what is your identity, like you are a male, yeah, you are light in complexion, you are strong and stuff like that. Those are what encompasses of your identity. What is an organization? An organization is an entity, such as a company, an institution, or an association. So I decided to break it down, yeah, so that it will be easy for everybody to go along, so that people know, okay, this is identity, this is brand, and this is an organization. So the next one is now, what is brand identity? Brand identity is the visual element of a brand, such as color, design, and logo, like what you can see that identify and distinguish the brand in customers' mind. Because out there you see, like, okay, for example, what is telecom company, you see MTN, you see Glo, you see Elte, you see different companies. But you see, when you see them, it's not as if they all render the same services, yeah, but the names makes them different. The colors they use is different. The catchphrase they use is different. I think Glow is everywhere you go, and I don't know about MTN. I can't remember MTN Zone. So all these little things are what differentiate them, right? So when you see a yellow, what comes to your mind is like this MTN. Yeah, when you see like a red, you be like this LTE, even without them telling you like this what they do. But the colors has differentiated them from the other. That's the reason why when you see when you see, like, for example, there was this advert that Airtel did some years back. We are talking about they are talking about their brand, and they are using other colors to talk about other brand, like they are bad, they are not good of rendering service as they are, but they are not talking about their names, but they are using color. And once you see the advert, you instantly, when you see the colors, you be like, the thing they're talking about, this group they're talking about, without even them mentioning the name. So you should know that all these little things, even colors, really matters. It speaks a lot. Now, all to cultivate a certain image in customer minds, like choosing organization name, design of logo, use of color, shapes, and other visual elements in its product and promotion, train employees. Choosing organization name, I said it is very important. As I said earlier, you can't just say that we want to start a company without also thinking about the name. Yeah, because it is one of the things that differentiates your company from other companies that render that service. So you and your whoever, the CEO, the co-founder, have to talk about this. Like, okay, now we know what we want to do. What name should we give our organization? Okay, let's say let's use MTN. But there's also a company that is rendering that is also being MTN. Let's try to choose another. Then we'll be like, okay, yeah, let's choose let's choose Glow then. You see, like first of all, they've talked about the name, it has set them apart. Now they now go to logo, because you don't because that logo is like a trademark, actually, because it goes like everywhere. You want to do flyer, you want to do banner, you want to advertise yourself, you want to showcase yourself. That is one of the very important things. So before you even do that, you have to do like a research, like, okay, what is in this industry? What do they offer? Which kind of type of logo do they do? Like, so that you'll be able to know that, okay, let me blend in. As you are blending in, you want to be unique in your blending in. Yeah. Next one, I said use of color, shapes, typography, and other visual elements in its product and promotion. Typography, color, shape, and visual element also play important role as a component of brand identity. It is important to take note of the type of font, color, shape, and other visual elements to be used. These font, colors, and shapes and other visual elements chosen are to be used across all projects. Like, once you've picked the color, you've picked the shape, you've picked the font, it has to be like a repetition. You can't just say that, okay, today we've picked green. Okay, we've used green for this particular project. Tomorrow, let's go for green. Let's go for yellow. Next tomorrow, let's go for yellow. Let's go for red. This show inconsistency. So when you are designing, when anything you are doing, people will not want to like be associated with you because they will like, those people are not consistent. So you are still there, you are still selling the product, but the colors has changed. Like the color keep changing. We don't even know which color is really, really associated with your brand. So this will even chase customers away in a way, because obviously they can't trust the brand because they keep changing and you don't know if they are going to scam you or not. So you have to pick a color. You have to pick a certain color and stick to it, keep repeating it on your brand. Let people know that this is the color you use. So anytime they see it, without even you saying that, I'm the owner, it is this company that is advertising this, they already know. You can't just see empty adverts. Even before they write MTN, when you see the advert, the yellow, everything that is just yellow, you'll be like, it's MTN that have this advert. Sometimes it might just be another organization. Before you even think of that organization, you've already thought of MTN first, because that's like what they do. For example, Airtel, when you see the color, you see the advert that you can get airtime, you can get data for as cheap as this, without then even putting the word Airtel, you already think of Airtel. So that has to show you that it's very important. You can't just go out there and be shouting, yeah, we are this, we are that. All these things are what will speak for you out there. All these little things are what will make that will improve the company, that will make the company uniformed. So trains employees. This is also important because obviously you want to employ a lot of people, but if you don't have this kind of training session with them to talk about, like, okay, this is what we do, this is how you should represent us out there, this is what the color, the font, and all these things the values of this organization, all of them might start doing different things, and they start portraying the organization as not unified. Because if A is showing you, if the brand manual is showing as in the brand identity color. Hello, is someone talking?
No, you can go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay, if the company brand identity color that they've chosen is green, okay, so the employee A is using red, employee B is using purple, employee C is using probably pink or so. These are in a way as even this has made the company not unified, yeah, because once you see that, you'll be like, what's this? I don't understand. That's why organizations have to train the employees, like, okay, this is what we do, this is how we do it, this is what you need to know about the organization, so that they will be able to better represent the organization out there. So I use Bincom as a case study. Yeah, before the name Bincom Dev Center was chosen, I am pretty sure that a lot of research will have been done. Yeah, because they don't want to get sued for choosing a name that someone else is already using. Because once you've chosen a name and you've registered it, it's like associated with you. And if any company or any organization try to use that name, they can be sued, because that shows that they lack what's it called? They didn't carry out their research well, and this in a way will not even make people trust them, because they'll be like, can you just imagine, see this kind of people, they are getting sued even before they go live. Like, they didn't do their research well. So what is the why should I trust them? Why should I go with them and stuff like that? The second one, I'm talking about the logo, which is a combination of text and symbol. I know we've all seen our logo, we've seen the text, we've seen the symbol and all. So this tool was properly chosen. A person that designed it did just say, okay, let me just put this and this together. Let me just form this. Let me just go online. Let me go and pick one logo, because you can't just go online and pick someone else's logo to be using for your own brand. You have to like start from scratch. You have to do some research. You have to look for the colors, what will speak about, what will speak your company. You know, when you hear Bincom Dev Center, what will come to your mind is like, this is like a developing like center, like dev, developers center or something like that. You know that they are into technology even before they even tell you. When you see Bincom Dev, you can say, maybe all these people are selling food. You understand? Because the name, the symbol, and everything. The next one I'll be talking about: typography, colors, shapes, and visual elements. Because when we look at, for example, this presentation I did, I use the font that is in the brand manual. The colors, you see that I'm using kind of like a green, black. Those are the company's colors. Those are the company's typography. All this I'm doing because it is in a way portraying our brand identity out there, so that people will know that once they see this color, once they see this, they know that it's from Bincom Dev Center. And concerning the training, some weeks back, I remember that we all had a lot of meetings that we talk about strategies, how we can improve the organization, how we can better represent the company out there, how we can show that this is what we do and stuff like that. And I remember them talking about putting on the cameras, because this shows that this should bring this kind of feeling, like, I don't know how to describe it. And I remember them talking about ID card. Once people see the ID card, be like, okay, they are from Bincom Dev Center and stuff like that. So in conclusion, okay, sorry. The impact of brand identity, because my time is fast spent. You talk about consistency, yeah, because once you keep repeating the colors, the font, and everything all over again, it shows that you are consistent with what you do, and people want to associate with you because they know you are trustworthy. It differentiates you from other brands, other brands that are doing what you do, other organizations that render the same service that you do. It differentiates you. It makes you unique. It creates awareness, yeah. Because once you start advertising, you show your color, you show all these things, they'll be like, okay, yeah, we've seen this thing before. Then you keep showing them, keep showing, yeah. So this is Bincom Dev Center. Anytime they hear about us, they know that they know what we do, they know all this, and create loyalty, because they started using the product and they see that it's good and they see that everything is on point. Even as the new employees are coming, as they are training their new employees, they are still rendering the same service. They are still representing the brand out there in a better way. They will still keep coming and even bringing people. The personality, all this together has made us unique and has created a personality for us. Like, we are into tech, we facilitate, we try to bring people, we'll try to enlighten people that don't know about tech before to come into it and stuff like that. So brand identity is an important concept to all organizations. It helps to set such organizations apart from the rest and set them on the world map. It creates consistency, differentiation, awareness, loyalty, and personality on the minds of the audience. It brings the awareness of an organization to the masses and targeted audience. This is like everything we spoke about already in the whole presentation. And yeah, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time. If anybody has a question, Chris asked.
Thank you, Victor. Please, we only have time for just one question. So if you have any question, you can just go ahead and ask now.
Okay, so if nobody has a question, then I think I should ask a question. Okay, my question is, do you think a logo is important as the whole organization itself?
Yes. The answer is yes from me.
Okay. Thank you. I think that's my question, Ma.
Thank you, Victor.
Yeah, thank you.